What's up, this Truth Barber Artist, and check out what I got right here. I got the new Wahl High-Viz trimmer. Let's open up this box and check it out. And here it is, the new High-Viz trimmer. Check this beauty out. And a thing of beauty it is. This trimmer is hand tested and assembled by Wahl himself in Sterling, Illinois. You can just see the craftsmanship that was put into this machine just by picking it up. It's got this comfort curve design that you can see here, and it doesn't feel as heavy as you would think just because it's made out of metal. It's actually very light. Wahl put some grip back here on the machine so it feels pretty nice, and they also put some on the top of the housing on both sides. So overall it feels very comfortable and not slippery. Now let's take a look at this T-blade here. And it has a diamond-like carbon DLC coating that allows this blade to stay cool and remain sharp 8 times longer than stainless steel blades. This blade also has zero gap capabilities, so you can gap this baby however you like so you can get those crispy lines. Now, the one thing that really impressed me about this trimmer is the adaptive speed control. Now, if you turn the trimmer on and you press the moving blade like this lightly, you can feel the change in power. The motor automatically adjusts to cut through all hair thicknesses and textures. Now, if you look at the bottom of the machine, check this out. It has a USB-C port, so you can charge this also with the same charger that you use for your phone or your laptop, depending on which ones you have. So going back to talk about the adaptive speed control real quick, this machine pushes out 7,200 RPMs, and it's going to give you about 135 minutes of runtime on a 45-minute charge. But it's about that time to put the High-Viz to the test. I'm going to do some designs with them, and I'm also going to try a few other things, so let's do it. That is one nice sounding motor, and you can hear that crunch coming from those blades. Now, I gapped these blades pretty close, and there was no irritation and no discomfort coming from the client at all. So yeah, they cut pretty smooth, and they're pretty closely gapped. Here I am jumping into more of the detailed work for the design. Funny thing was, I didn't even have this client scheduled. They just walked in as I was finishing up gapping the High-Viz, getting ready to do what I do, and I said, hey, let's get it going. I can honestly say this is the first time I've used the machine with this adaptive speed, and it's pretty sweet, because if you're cutting hair that's thicker, the motor speeds up. Definitely makes my job easier, because certain clients have thick hair, and when I'm trying to get my details in there on my designs, this machine definitely would come in handy. So I've been at this for half an hour now, and these blades are not even hot. They're still pretty cool and performing at a very high level. I'm digging it. Well, this is the final result of the design that I did with the Wahl High-Viz trimmer, and it performed very well. The blades cut very sharp, but also very comfortable for the client. So that's a plus. But I think it's time we give the High-Viz a challenge. Let's do it. So as you can see, the High-Viz makes some really sharp lines. But in the past, I've noticed that many trimmers have trouble lining up wet hair. But I'm curious to see how the High-Viz performs when it tries to line up some wet hair. Let's do it. Now, we all know trimmers aren't really meant to cut wet hair. It's supposed to be dry, of course. But this trimmer has adaptive speed, so most trimmers in the past tend to clog up, or they slow down, or they start stuttering, and they just can't cut through hair that's wet. but I'm gonna put this adaptive speed to the test. So I'm gonna wet this hair pretty good. I already made a line on this client, and I'm just gonna push some of his hair forward to see if the High-Viz can handle it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And whoa. It's cutting through the wet hair like butter. This is the first time I've ever used a trimmer that can cut through wet hair. Clean. No stuttering, no slowing down of the blades. The adaptive speed is keeping the blades running at the right speed. And look at those sharp lines on wet hair. Wahl has outdone themselves with this one. Okay, so here's another test, and a lot of barbers like to lay the hair down before they line it up. So on this client, I have prepped his hair with super hold hairspray, and you can see the High-Viz just getting to work. Nothing is slowing this blade down. It's not irritating or hurting the client at all, but the blades speed up as soon as it touches the hair. And this hair is solid. It's got some super hold spray on it, but you can see the sharp lines that it made. It didn't even flinch. Yeah, this trimmer is serious. Woo, so my day is over, and I finally finished testing out these High-Viz trimmers by Wahl, and I was thoroughly impressed. I tried them out on thick hair, on thin hair. I tried them out on designs, on lineups, even on wet hair. I wet the hair just to see how they would perform, and it's very rare when trimmers perform well on wet hair, and these bad boys did the job. And the adaptive speed is where it's at. So if you guys want a good pair of trimmers for some sharp lines or for some designs, these are the trimmers you need to have in your arsenal. So pick a pair of these up ASAP. The High-Viz by Wahl.